Hello, and happy Friday. This is my first time doing a no camera stream, which is kind of weird. But yeah, we're doing a very, very chill stream today. I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I don't feel like I'm capable of keeping my survivor alive in my regular interloper run. So I'm going to do a custom run. Basically, it's going to be interloper, but with passive wildlife. Just so that I can try and figure out regions and kind of see what their weather is like, what the loot situation is like, where we find matches, that sort of thing. Yeah, this is probably something I won't stream a ton. This will be more of an off-stream project, but I feel like I'm probably gonna get Astrid killed in our other run if I stream that today. So that's where we're at. Hey Lily, welcome in, and Mega, great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not sick or anything. Just very, very tired. And recovering from the company Christmas party. Hey Snow, welcome in. Happy Friday. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do a new run, custom. It's going to be, as I said, based on Loper, but with passive wildlife. And we are still gonna do a random spawn, because that's like the typical Loper experience. And I'm only going to do 2 feats like we would in Loper. So I'm going to use Cold Fusion and Blizzard Walker. I keep forgetting that I have this. This one I just recently unlocked, so I keep skipping right past it, and then I remember, oh, I wanted to use that actually. So I'll call this custom mapping. I kind of hope, I don't usually hope for this, but I kind of hope that we spawn in either Blackrock or HRV. I have mapped HRV before, well, like 90% of it, 99% of it, something like that. But I'd really like to try and map it again to get more understanding of it. And also, in HRV, if I can find some... What is HRV? Nice. If I can find some spray paint, I would very much like to try and figure out the ice caves, because the ice caves confuse me to no end. I actually know this spawn too, which is great. I do know where I can get some matches, which is perfect because we're going to need matches in order to be able to start fires, so we can get charcoal, so we can map. The waterfall is so loud. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the audio. I've also noticed that it's really loud. Actually, maybe I used to have this down lower. Although I think I've heard other people say that a lot of the sound effects are louder than they used to be. Let's try turning it to 70 and just see what happens. And good morning, Cindy. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Okay. Oh. I was like, I can't hear anything anymore, but it's going to my speakers. That would be why. So you guys could probably hear what's going on. Wait, I still can't hear anything. Okay, what's going on now? The audio is louder since the update. Yeah, it seems to be the case. All right. Well, my headphones are still in. Maybe, did I accidentally turn it down too much on my end? That's entirely possible. It is. See, I can't even differentiate whether it's a technical problem or a me problem. So definitely the right decision to not play with our regular run today. Astrid would definitely die. Oh, Oh right, passive wildlife. I was like, oh no, there's already a wolf here. This is really unlucky of us. Turned up the sounds for waterfalls, winds, and crows. Oh, for crows. I hadn't noticed that yet. One thing that I noticed about this sound is that there seems to be a lot more like creaking sounds and like the cave sounds like it's constantly going to collapse on me, and houses are creakier and stuff. So that's something that I've become very aware of, and that seems really loud to me too. Got my morning coffee and waking up, that sounds good. Turn the sound for crows up because players were complaining they couldn't find their kills. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I also had some trouble with crows, but less that they weren't loud enough and more that I found it rather indistinct where exactly they were, but that's also, I guess, kind of realistic in my opinion. But I haven't really come across many crows that I can remember since the update, so I guess I'll have to pay attention for that. Hey, Cinta, welcome in. So we are back in HRV. I have decided I'm a little out of it today because I didn't get enough sleep. So I've decided that we're not going to do a regular run today. We're instead doing some custom mapping. I basically just started a new run that's interloper but with passive wildlife so that we can just focus on what the weather is like, what loot is like, and just work on mapping and not have to worry about wolves and bears and stuff. So that's what we're doing today. The region is so cold and creepy. I have heard that. I have heard that it is very, very cold, that it is very windy. I'm not looking forward to the weather.
I think I can use this.
Frostbite sounds fun. Let's see. My frostbite risk going down? Yeah, it should, because it was on our hands, and now we have gloves. Sometimes coal spawned here, I think. Oh, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We will make a fire. We have no tinder. Okay, we need to make tinder. Let's do that real quick with the sticks that we have. I have not been to the airfield yet, and I honestly think it is going to take me a very, very long time to get there. I guess we'll see. Because I've been told that I should be really prepared, and it takes me so long to prepare. In fact, I never feel prepared. Now, I could do a different custom where we do, like, gunloper or something, but I don't know. I really just want to get there in, like, a regular interloper run. I'm just going to take some more cold damage. We're just going to grab the torches and go into the cave so we can get some coal and warm up. It'll definitely be exciting to get there and actually see the region for myself. I have the only like images I've seen of Forsaken Airfield were the ones that they had in the videos and promotional materials for the DLC. So I haven't seen it on stream or anything. I've kind of been trying to avoid region spoilers. I don't really mind. Great. I don't really mind if people tell me about like some of the new loot types, like the special rifles and stuff like that. I don't really mind that. I also don't mind some loot spoilers in terms of, hey, there are matches like here and there. Like, for example, I know that there are still matches in the cave between Mountain Town and Mystery Lake, and that's okay. I don't mind that because I knew they were there originally. Knowing that they're still there is kind of cool. That doesn't really bother me, but I I'm trying to avoid, like, specifics about the new region. It's PV on steroids at an insomnia fog, but absolutely beautiful from what I have seen. I really am looking forward to seeing it. I'm just, like, I do want to get there on my own terms, but I think it might take a while. I mean, you also have to prep, for example, to go to Blackrock, and I never go to Blackrock because I am never prepared for that. I'm not going to say anything you'll see on your own. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's fine to hear things like the weather is really harsh and things like that, but because, well, I kind of expect that from the game. I expect that they're going to make the weather, like, terrible in all the new regions that they bring out. I don't think there are going to be any nice, slightly warmer regions, although I would be very happy if one or two of the regions actually had pleasanter weather than others. But yeah. Either like 10 days straight, we never got the fog. Interesting. I wonder if that's also, I didn't look specifically at weather and stuff in the custom settings. I wonder if we can also control whether the fog shows up or like how often, you know, like you can with auroras. Hey Drea, welcome in. And sometimes you walk off cliffs in blizzards. Oh yes, that can happen. Hey Pizza, welcome in. I think you can change the fog settings. I would think so, because the custom is so detailed, the amount of things that you can tweak. But I just skimmed over the settings, just looking for the wildlife passivity. So I hadn't actually seen that. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm already failing. I didn't wait for my fire to burn out so we could get charcoal. That's okay. Here's charcoal. And matches. And a hacksaw. And a bed. Wow, this place is like fantastic.
I'll take it.
Okay. Now I can't map in caves, right? That wouldn't make sense. Which is too bad, because that's really what I could use. I could really use some maps of the caves. Did play a bit of TLD, then decided to play Stardew Valley with a friend and have stayed up too late the past few nights to play that. Nice. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played any Stardew Valley. Well, I mean, obviously, I haven't really played since I last streamed, and we all know how long that's been. This is a dead end, right? No, that goes somewhere. But I also want to explore this thing. Man, I do not understand the ice cave. It's a bunny.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Okay. Random bunny. Another pry bar. Waiting for the DLC would be a nightmare for me. Yeah, I'm not exactly a patient person. I'm glad that I didn't have to wait too much. Oh, Fluffy's here. Hey. Hey, boy. It's funny, in all of the spawns that we've had recently, we haven't run into him. Oh, but this is good. He can help me navigate. I wonder if this loops back to where I was before. Wolf in a cave? Yes. That can happen in the ice caves in Ash River Valley. To my knowledge, it can the wolf can spawn in either of the ice caves, but he doesn't have to. Like, it's not, I don't think it's guaranteed that he's in one of them, or if it is, then we've somehow managed to miss him. Yeah, okay. This is what I thought. So okay, they both bring me to the same place. It kind of makes one big loop. That would explain why I keep getting lost. I convinced a buddy to pick up TLD and he was disturbed by the animation for the bunny, poor guy. You know what? The first time I had to kill a bunny, I was just horrified. In fact, I still apologize to the bunnies. Okay, wait, maybe that's not this. I don't know. I'm very confused. Here, lead the way. Lead the way. Rabbit animation should be toggleable. Yeah, it really should, because it is pretty awful, especially like to also hear the sounds that they make when you snap their neck. It's just like, oh, it's, I don't know. It's a lot. HRV is one of the least traveled areas for me. You know what? Me too. I know it better than Blackrock, but that's not saying much. Those two areas are definitely my weakest. Interestingly, I know a lot of people don't spend a ton of time in Bleak Inlet, especially if they're lower players. And I have been to Bleak maybe like once on on Interloper, but I know that region pretty well. But it also is very easy to navigate in my mind in comparison to some of the other regions. Is there like nothing here? Is there a point? Oh, there's the rope, right. Let's go. At least oh no! I was distracted. See, this is why we're not doing the regular run. I can't climb with a sprained ankle. Are you serious? Okay. Fine, we'll sleep it off. Just not here. Oh, wait. Where was it? I know that there's a... Oh, it's probably under display somewhere. No? Okay. I know there's some setting for the wobbliness. Like when you twist an ankle. Wasn't there? There was somewhere. All right, I don't know. Never mind. We'll figure that out another time. Maybe I had to do that at the start. I don't know. Love staying and spawning in Blackrock. I make my base there often in the prison. Really? I've heard that Blackrock is a great spawn if you know where things are, and I just don't. Blackrock confuses me. It's so big. I don't know, the larger regions confuse me. Like even Pleasant Valley, I have very specific routes that I take, and I do not sway from those routes because I then end up lost like 90% of the time. Blackrock is an interesting place. I see the need to go there once, but 2 or 3 times, but 4 times is too much. The branch. I want the stick. There's definitely a stick here. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely some cool loot in Blackrock. I just get lost pretty easily there.
I'm gonna need some first.
Yeah, first aid, I know. Is it this way and then left? It's under accessibility? Okay, sorry. Ah, yes, these dampened camera motions, right, of course. Yeah, here we go. I just couldn't remember what it was called. I was looking for something to jump out at me and didn't know what I was looking for. Thank you. Just a broken nutcase when it comes to remembering maps and places. I never get lost in the airfield on my first time. Didn't get lost. Wow, that is incredible. I think that's a seriously amazing talent, and I wish I had it. I struggle with maps that seem to or have multiple layers, like Hush River Valley and Ash Canyon, and Blackrock, for that matter. I struggle with regions that don't have a lot of man-made structures because I find it difficult to kind of differentiate between some of the landscapes, even though, I mean, they are distinct, and some of them even have names, but still. I always thought it was a main menu change, and I always forgot about it until I'd already sprained something. Well, there you go, Drea. Now we've found it. I was gonna say, I thought for some reason that it was at the beginning, but I think that was some other setting. Doesn't matter. We found it. That's what matters. Hey, Kenna, welcome in. Thank you for the good vibes. How you doing? Oh, I didn't see your language change. I'm sorry. What? We're changing it to German. Okay. Yes. Yeah, we can do that. Options. Display. German. I love that it's right here at the beginning, too. Oh, my timer doesn't show on this one. That's okay. We'll just try and remember. It's 5:39. I'll try to remember in 10 minutes. How is the new Long Dark update? Well, the things that I have come across, I think are pretty cool. So I like having the new spawn points, even though I don't know them yet, and I've felt like we're basically relearning Interloper because I don't know where all the matches are. I don't know where I am necessarily, but it's kind of exciting. I love seeing the new deer, but I haven't actually made it to the new region yet, so I can't speak about that part of the DLC quite yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I suppose that's not a surprise. I'm just a fan of everything that the Long Dark comes out. Love that though. It's gonna bring me back. Yeah. For sure. It was really funny because the first stream with the DLC, it was seriously like going back in time because I would spawn in and I died like within a day, which was really rare for me at this point, unless I spawned into like Blackrock because I don't know it. But yeah, at least now at this point we have figured out there's like 1 or 2 Hush River Valley spawns that I've gotten a couple of times now, and I now know where to find matches, and sort of know how to get to a bedroll potentially. So we're at least we're making it. It's going. Let's see. I think I'm gonna throw in some cedar. I love that these things are just so long that they end up just saying, you know what, we're gonna abbreviate. So maximum new run height. Hey Doc, welcome in. Basically, yeah, we're doing a custom run today. It's Interloper, but with passive wildlife, because I just want to not worry about wolves and bears as I'm trying to map and actually figure out where I am. Ooh. You know what? I don't think I've ever come across oh gosh, now I can't remember the English word for this. You know, the moss fungi stuff that you use for antibacterial bandages. Old man's beard? Something like that? You know what I mean. I don't think I'd come across the German term for that before. Interesting. Interloper, but chill vibes only. Exactly. Old man's beard. Thank you. Okay. My brain was like, it's gray man's beard. And I'm like, no, that's not right. Did I spawn in HRV on purpose or random? It was random. Believe it or not. I mean, this is now... I mean, I've done like 5 or 6 new runs within the last 2 weeks. And half of them have been HRV. And they've all been one of the two same ones that place me close to the guaranteed match spawn, which is kind of wild to think about. Just a few more sticks. That way we can grab some torches. Oh, I'm looking for a quiet, subdued experience, HRV. I have hushed in my name. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure the game was like, oh, okay, yeah, we can do chill. But seriously, why are the waterfalls so loud? I mean, I guess that is close enough. You would hear it from here, but it's... it just seems a bit much. There's one thing TLD does do, it's chill. Exactly. Okay, come on, can you just burn out completely, please, so I can grab some charcoal and we can move on? Please? And TLD is so calm. I was actually debating whether I would do this today or whether I'd jump into some other, you know, chill kind of grindy type game instead. But I really do want to actually learn some of these maps. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to do this off stream for the most part, but we can do this on stream sometimes when I'm, you know, not capable of thinking and probably going to get my survivor killed in a regular run. Oh no, can I not get through here? Can I not? Okay, apparently I can't. I thought there was going to be a way that I could do something.
Getting a bit thirsty.
TLD is also an Outcast fan because it knows the answer to what's cooler than being cool. Ice cold! Except when a bear charges you. Well, see, that's why we've got the passive wildlife turned on in this custom setting, so I don't need to worry about the bears or the wolves or anything, and that's very nice. Of course, we still have to worry about things like freezing to death and being really hungry and stuff, but that's okay. I'm not entirely sure where we are. Is this actually the Hush River? Yes, okay. Sturmfluss. Cool name. I don't actually remember if I've been in Hush River Valley in German before. I have played some of the game in German, just out of my own curiosity to see what places are called and what sorts of translations they use and stuff, but I don't know that I've been here before. Oh, I know this one. You're near a waterfall. Thanks. Very helpful tip. Why are there no cattails? Oh, that's so sad. I don't have any tinder. If I had cattails, that wouldn't be a problem. Seriously, how are there no cattails? Is this because I'm doing custom? Did it just decide to completely reduce it, even though all I did was go, hey, we're playing Interloper, now just make the animals passive? Ha! Cattails. I see cattails. We could break a stick, I'm just too lazy. Now, I don't exactly know how walking all around the river to find cattails is less lazy than breaking a stick. But I guess that's just the logic that I'm using today. Cattail spawn should always be the same. It actually does depend on your settings, because I know that in No One Gets Out Alive, the custom setting that only like the craziest of the crazy do. Kidding, of course. I've tried it. I'm not good enough for it. There are definitely fewer cattails than in Interloper. Oh, I read recently that there used to be this glitch in the game where you could eat part of a cattail and then put like the half-eaten cattail in some container, and it would basically regenerate itself into a full cattail. And I guess they've sort of fixed that glitch and or have created a workaround for fixing it. I'm not entirely sure which it is, but essentially if you partially eat a cattail, the rest of the cattail drops to 0% condition immediately, and then gives you the chance of getting food poisoning, supposedly. At least that's what I read. Big I don't wanna energy. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell today. I don't want to do anything except chill. No one gets out with cattails. Alright, let's make some more water as we harvest the deer. Oh, Trooper, coming in with a raid. Welcome in, everyone. Raiderberry, exactly. Welcome in, Trooper and Raiders. Great to see you all. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Yeah, we're being very relaxed and chill today. Wow, Trooper, thank you so much for the resub. 4 more years. I really appreciate that. Yeah, welcome in. I hope you had a really good stream. I'd love to hear all about it. Today, we're doing a very chill stream. This is actually the first time I've ever done a cameraless stream. I'm just, I didn't get enough sleep last night and I'm not really totally fit. So because of that, we're going without a camera, and On top of that, I'm doing a custom run. So it's interloper, but with passive wildlife. Just so that we can map. I did a random spawn as always, and we once again got an HRV spawn. So we're mapping HRV now. And then I think the plan would be probably to go to Blackrock. But I'm not going to be streaming long enough to finish mapping HRV and get to Blackrock. So yeah, today's goal is just to wander around and figure out where we are. Hey Brock, welcome in. Great to see you. Spent the day bouncing around Forsaken Airfield mapping and culling bun buns. Awesome. I think it's going to take a really long time for me to get to Forsaken Airfield, to be honest. But without spoilers, what do you think of it? Okay, let me get a shout out to Brock. I've heard that the weather in Forsaken Airfield is terrible. Oh, we're way over our 10 minutes. I need to switch this back to English, if I remember how to do that. There we go. Excellent. An hour. I think we can just pull this off. Timing-wise. Spoiler preview, lots of gorgeous vistas, weather goes long and hard, many, many cattails to be had. 8.2 out of 10. Awesome. I really appreciate that. I love the rating. Baby rabbit. They definitely reworked the textures on the rabbit meat. It's somewhat disturbing, if you ask me. I don't know what it is about it, but something about the texture is disturbingly realistic. It is gross. It is gross. I like the fact that, like, the moldy meat has a new texture so that you can see its condition. Nevertheless, the new meat textures in general are just icky. I must disappear. All right, pizza. I hope you have a great Friday, and thanks for hanging out with us. One or two complaints, but the new zone is neat. It has backstory too, and it's actually kind of intriguing. Nice. I'm really excited to eventually make it there one day. Oh, I have to grab this. How is our fire so low? Like, this looks burnt to me. I don't know. We have 24 minutes. It's gonna take an hour to do this? We'll do it.
Oh, I'm starving.
Alright, so we know that there's a cave up here. So we'll probably hang out there for the night. Oh yeah, she's starving. Gotta eat. Yeah, I think it's really great that they reworked the textures on the meat, but I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. I got so used to the way it used to look that it's now kind of, I don't know, unusual. It'll take some getting used to again. Wind, a lot. Visibility, the opposite. Sky conditions, count.
Can't see. Your guess is as good as mine. Blizzard forecast indefinitely because Amos got Aurora. Notice to air emissions. Aggressive wildlife in vicinity of airfield. Send help.
Hit 100 followers during the stream. Awesome, Trooper. Congratulations. You definitely deserve it. Does look burnt, doesn't it? Yeah. Astrid is apparently not a very good cook. Yeah, let's actually light a torch first.
Meat also turns green if condition gets low enough. It borders on stomach churning.
Yes, I have seen that. And like I said, I think it's kind of cool that they give you this visual cue that, hey, you're about to eat meat that's maybe less than great. Or that's questionable at best.
That didn't.
But it's still really gross. Alright, come on. Come on, little fire. Oh, I'm so silly. I brought a blanket over for my legs. And
Come on,
then I
little
forgot to
fire.
actually
Come on.
use it. So just grabbed it because it's cold in here. It's just gotten cold in general. It's been below freezing. Like we've had basically a high of freezing all week. And it's slowly starting to become noticeably colder.
Come on, little fire.
Oh my god, Astrid, come on! Fine, we'll burn the book. I want to do a celebratory stream, but I need to do some planning first. Yeah, you should definitely do something to celebrate. And keep us posted as to when you're going to do it. Oh my god, we have wasted almost this torch completely just trying to light a fire.
Come on, little fire.
Ah, fire starting 1, a fun and interactive part of TLD gameplay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes at level 1 fire starting, Astrid will just be okay. Like, not great, but she'll at least manage. And other times, she's just totally incompetent. I shouldn't complain. I know that if I were in her situation, I would do a terrible job of starting fires. I can barely strike a match, if we're being perfectly honest. So, I really shouldn't be complaining, but she frustrates me sometimes. I don't know that I can do this without this burning. I think it might just be on the edge of possible, but I don't want to risk it.
Given how intensely people react to the idea of book burning, you'd think it'd be a little easier to do.
Speaking of special streams, Doc, do you know when you're going to be doing your recreation of Will and Astrid's fateful flight? I think you were saying sometime around the holidays.
Odd considering Astrid and Will have all these crafting recipes committed to memory but can't start a fire to save their lives.
Theory versus practice. Great point. Yes, in theory, I also know a lot more than I can actually manage. Between the holidays. Okay. Very cool. Originally, I thought I was going to have to work between the holidays. It turns out that is not the case. So I should be able to stop in and check that out. It also means I should be able to do some streaming myself. All right, let's just take care of this. Is this a long enough fire? Just barely. Oh, I should have fed her. Oh well. Whatever. We'll just eat the entire rabbit. Need to find an emergency procedures checklist for the beaver. I still love the fact that it's called the beaver.
Surrounded by snow.
It's such a cute name for an aircraft. Things been around so long and modified so many times, there's a billion checklists and none of them are correct for the ones simulated in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I actually really appreciate that they picked an aircraft that has been around for a really long time, because it kind of works in with the fact that you can't really pinpoint exactly when this game takes place. The twin engine versions is the Otter. I seriously love the fact that they named their aircraft after like typical Canadian animals. I wonder if they also have like plans for the moose. Could you imagine? I'm going to take my moose out for a flight. Okay, we've got some low torches we can burn too. Wait, why do we stink? Oh, the gut. Of course. That would explain it. Now got 3 guts and 2 hides. Speaking of hides, I've heard that bear coats only require 1 hide now, which is pretty sweet. I might actually, in my regular runs, manage to make a bearskin coat before day 50. That was always a goal of mine, but I always struggled because you first have to obviously get your hunting equipment, and then you have to see that that you get 2 bears down so that they can cure, and then also take the time to actually sew the coats, and that takes forever. I don't know. I'm kind of relieved that they've reduced it. They picked an aircraft that is Canadian, was the go-to plane for remote bush flying, could feasibly be owned and operated by a one-man show like Mackenzie's Family Business, and then they actually correctly modeled the cockpit. Not how the controls are used, but I'm just happy that they didn't grab the interior of a modern Cessna or something. Yeah, that's one of the things I really like about this game, and where I really appreciate Hinterland, is that they clearly want to find this balance between fun and realism, and they've definitely put in a lot of thought into the little details for the lore, and I really appreciate that. I haven't seen that, but it'll be worth checking. Might even be some candidates for an experiment in the neighborhood. Ooh. That's at least what I've been told. We can just check here. Yeah, it's only one bear hide and 4 guts now. These have stayed the same, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like everything else has stayed the same, but the bearskin coat is now just 1. We should get some sleep. Is this coal floating? It kind of looks like it is. We should get some sleep, but I'm a little concerned that we're not going to have a fire that lasts long enough. I completely missed these matches in this backpack on our way in. And there's a fire here. How did I miss all of that? Pilots I've asked about the cutscene where the plane crashes have seen the control screen cap I showed you, and they just shrug and say, "Flying is afloat
Even in the dark during a storm. Only got minutes to live anyway, so we may as well have the plane configured for parking. He'll be on the ground shortly anyway. Intense focus on the need to start a fire, presumably. Probably. That was probably it. We were very cold. Or we were getting very cold. Alright, let's, I don't really want to use up all my coal for this, so maybe what we'll do is just do a couple of little sleeps. Because it will take some time before the temperatures drop. Because of course we're in the back of the cave. We've got a bedroll. There's no blizzard at the moment. Oh, okay, I take that back. It is extremely cold. I guess maybe we will start another fire then. And just dump all of our coal in it. Don't really want to do that, but gotta do what we gotta do to stay alive. Chill vibes confirmed. Absolutely.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
So we had our holiday Christmas party, our company Christmas party. There we go. Words are very difficult today. And we did like a Secret Santa gift exchange type thing. But rather than having like a spending limit or whatever, the rules were basically make something. Has to be homemade. And I think we all really had a lot of fun doing that and like putting stuff together for each other. I know I did at least. And there were some really, really interesting gifts that people made. I was very impressed. The gift that I made was a knitted hat. I posted a picture of it in my Discord. It was a pattern I'd never used before, and actually I was really happy with the way it came out, and it was also a fun project to work on, so I'm looking forward to making another one of those for myself with different colors, because I was playing in the knitting circles and probably also in crochet as well. There's a term called yarn chicken, which is essentially when you're working with very little yarn and you don't know whether or not it's going to actually be enough for the project that you're working on. And so I played some yarn chicken with this particular hat because I really wanted to use gray. And originally my plan was to have it be all gray with white accents. But as it turned out, I did not have enough gray. And so I was like, okay, instead I'll do a gray rim and then a white hat and then gray accents. And yeah, that was also looking a little iffy. So I ended up alternating between gray and red accents, which I think looked really, really nice together, and was also kind of Christmassy in a way. And because I did that, I was able to win yarn chicken. But it was, let's say, a little close for comfort. Hey, Tiny Hedgie, welcome in. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. All right. Let's just take the can and the charcoal. And we'll just freeze for a little bit. Or maybe we make a fire out towards the front of the cave where it'll last longer. Because we'll get the bonus. Oh, there's firewood that I missed. Oh man, I could have had like a much longer fire going. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. We are still okay. I can use the accelerant if I need to, but I'd rather not.
That with the sweater I made for my mom was crocheting very expensive silk cashmere yarn and finished within inches of the end of the ball. It's such like
Come on, little fire.
an intense feeling when you're just like, okay, can I actually finish this, or am I going to be in trouble? Am I going to have to think of some other solution? But I'm really, really glad to hear that it was just enough. I've heard this is a good game. Hedgie, I'm obsessed with this game. I have never really played any survival games until I discovered The Long Dark, and I've personally really enjoyed it. I think that it is relatively well balanced. I think the design of the game is maybe not easy to master, but easy to get into. You know, there's not tons and tons of overwhelming like crafting recipes that you have to unlock and things like that. It's just you know, it's pretty much available to you from the start, and yeah, I highly recommend it, and I'm sure a lot of people here in chat would as well. Where there is life, there is hope. It's the non-plus ultra of survival games for me. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but definitely our brand of luck. Yes, as Trooper says. I also have to say that I find a lot of survival games kind of overwhelming when I look at them, because it seems like there's so much you have to know right away, and you have to find things and unlock things, and that's not really the case here. You have at least at the moment, you've got your crafting blueprints. You know them all. You know what you need, and it's just a matter of finding the things or hunting the things. And that made it a little more accessible to me as well. And I also like the fact that there are several different settings, including custom settings. So like right now, we're playing with custom settings. I usually play Interloper, which is the toughest standard in-game setting. But since I'm just mapping and trying to have a good time today, I decided that we're going to be playing with passive wildlife. So that way I can still see what the region is like in terms of weather and loot and things like that for when I play a normal Interloper run. But I don't have to worry about like the wolves and the bears coming after me, which is definitely more relaxing. Moose derp. Consider buying it for my Christmas break game. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I think it's worth it, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as we do. There are character abilities that you level up, but they're like survival skills. So things like fire starting, and you can do all of those things at the beginning. It's just, it gets easier the more you do it. There's also things like cooking, and it's, yeah, so you can level up, but there's only like, you don't level up your character, you just level up these individual survival skills. And there's 5 levels max at this point. So very approachable, very manageable, I suppose. And thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. It's good to have you here. Beware of cave moose. Got an okay story mode, but it's very playable in sandbox mode for millions of hours. Yes, I agree. I'm just gonna drink this. I don't know why I'm drinking this. Probably shouldn't have, for being honest. Had no reason to. That's okay. Oh, thank you. It's actually normally I have a camera, and normally we have a little more
a little more going on in stream, a little more activity, sometimes a little chaos even. But today I just really needed a more chill day. Yeah, but we have a lovely little community, and actually that's one of the great things about the Long Dark is the community as well. People are very willing to help out where they can. I am by no means an expert. There's a lot of things that I still don't know, or a lot of things that I still mess up. But whenever we learn something new from each other, we share that, and we're always willing to answer questions to help people, especially new players. So if you do end up buying the game and you find yourself stuck with something or don't quite understand or need tips or whatever, stop in to my stream or to anyone's stream really. You'll definitely find helpful people in chat and in stream. Gonna grab lunch. All right, Doc. Have a good one. Thanks for the lurk. Right. I think I might sleep a little more. We've got time. Sorry, so quiet. Baking cookies. Not a problem, Lily. What kind of cookies are we baking today? I did a bunch of baking, as I was mentioning earlier with the homemade gift exchange. In addition to the hat that I knit, I also baked some cookies because I was going to be baking Christmas cookies anyway. So I decided to make some for them as well. I, put together a little tin, and I did chocolate crinkle cookies and sugar cookies. And the sugar cookies, I actually used this little stamp to try and put in like little holiday images like Christmas trees and presents and snowflakes and stuff, but those kind of got a little warped in the oven. You can't really tell what they were supposed to be, but it's fine. They taste good. That's what matters, right? Some of gaming communities aren't so welcoming. Yes, that is something that I have also noticed. And oh wow, I have not. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something in the settings that I definitely didn't. Okay, we're fine. I have noticed that there are some communities that are a little more, just not as welcoming, not as helpful, a little more trolling. And that's definitely not the case here. There are a lot of great people in this community. Dark chocolate chip currently. Others this weekend. Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. Lovely people all around, all willing to help people who are new to the game and answer questions. Absolutely. As Trooper said, that is definitely the case. You'll also find that that there are very knowledgeable people, both on stream, in chat, on YouTube as well. Zach Nafine is a very well-known member of the community, and he has a bunch of videos on YouTube that are designed to help new players at different levels as well. So you can also check him out, and yeah, welcome to the community. I like lemon cookies. I love lemon anything. You know what? I do too. I'm a big fan of lemon. I love lemon squares. They're so good. It's been a while since I've made them though. Maybe I should make that for the holidays. All right. At this point, we should have plenty of charcoal for lots of mapping. And lots of freezing. Okay. We are very cold. Oh, wait. I think I left meat back here, didn't I? Wait, is this a piece of coal? How did I miss this? Did I eat the meat? I guess I must have eaten it. I don't remember doing that. Such a bright, beautiful flavor. Yes, I love lemons in baked goods. I also am a really big fan of like lemon pies. They're just, I don't know, it's a nice balance to the sweetness of like a crust or like a lot of other baked goods can be very, very sweet. And I think having some lemon really balances it out. Oh, you're making lemon cookies tomorrow. Wow, what a coincidence, Lily. You've eaten the coal, Astrid? No, Astrid's not eating coal. She might think about it, though. She wants to eat trees. I wouldn't be surprised if she wants to eat coal as well. Okay, I don't think I have to take the rope to get up, do I? We're freezing already. I'd really like to find a warm cave. Yeah, normally we would have to worry about the wolves, but because of the settings that I've chosen for this custom run, we don't. Another piece of coal out on the ice. Lily's cookie game is on point. Lily's baking game is on point. She has always got something delicious in the oven, it seems. Can you eat coal? Astrid 2022 while exploring Forsaken Airfield. Yeah, that definitely seems like an Astrid saying, doesn't it? I was going to say I should probably map down here, but it would make more sense if I map when we're up there. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know where I am. I do know where I am. Oh, would you look at that? I'm slowly starting to piece it together. If I go to the left, I can head up towards the exit, and if I go right, I can head towards the bear cave. Oh, isn't that nifty? I really don't need to climb ropes, necessarily. Oh, louder crows. I don't know where they are, but... Oh, there they are. Mom needs to make lemon shortcake biscuits with a kind of sweet and tangy icing. That sounds awesome. Can I be a bad kid so Santa brings me coal? I'm cold. Hey, Wanderer. Yeah, that seems like something that Astrid and Will should work on. They should definitely be less good humans so that Santa can bring them coal. I love sweet and sour. I do too. I love sweet and sour, and I love sweet and salty. A vivid memory of frantically running around there in one to go and spawn. Yeah, I do think it used to be one of the spawns. I've definitely also had memories of spawning on the Hush River itself. I think we're going to start a fire. We need to warm up, and I can then map up here. Really nice with tea. Oh, I am a huge tea fan. So I can absolutely see that. Normally, when I stream, I will have a mug of tea with me. Today I just have water, but most of the time I'll have some sort of tea. And actually, there are several different types of tea in this game. Some that you can craft yourself and some that you find. And last January, I did a special stream where we actually tried a bunch of the foods in the game. Not things like venison and bear meat and wolf meat and stuff, because that's not exactly easy to get a hold of, but all the what are known as old world foods, so the like canned foods that you can discover. And in addition to that, I also did all of the teas, so even the ones that you craft yourself. And that was actually a really fun stream, and I discovered that I really do not like the reishi mushroom tea. And so the craftable teas in this game actually have certain like benefits. The rosehip tea, for example, works as a painkiller. the reishi tea works if you get food poisoning. It helps settle your stomach, although having tried it myself, I don't know how that would ever settle someone's stomach. Drinking that while having food poisoning just sounds like the worst. But anyway, and then there's also birch bark tea that you can make, and that one was okay. That's just a general condition boost in the game, and just all in all, a very useful tea. So tea is really cool because it gives you calories. If it's warm, it'll help warm you up, of course, and yeah, all of them give some sort of a buff. Didn't try dog food either, thankfully. True. I did instead get something that kind of looked like dog food texture, but is absolutely human food. And it's funny, I intended it to not be very tasty, but I actually really enjoyed it. I don't remember exactly what it was now that I think about it, but it was some sort of like meat, fat concoction that's very, common here in Germany. Mushroom tea, isn't it like a broth? It sort of is, but this particular, I got the powdered form of this mushroom, and it just, oh no, our fire is going out. It's getting windy. Oh no, this is not ideal. I don't recommend it. It did not taste like a broth. I really like mushrooms, and I would have had no problem with a mushroom broth-like drink. It, to me, tasted just like dirt. Unfortunately. Oh, it didn't even burn long enough to give us charcoal. That's a bummer. Oh well. Oh well. Why did you try this? It always intrigued me that there were all these different teas in the game, and there's also some very typical, Canadian foods like ketchup chips and stuff in the game. So I wanted to just do something different. So we had this stream where whenever we came across an item and our survivor ate it, I had to try a little bit too. Of course, there are a lot of very normal foods in the mix too, like peanut butter, maple syrup, that sort of thing. But there were some unusual things as well. I mostly just wanted an excuse to try the different teas because I had never heard of the reishi mushrooms before, and didn't know that you could make a tea out of them. Same with birch bark. I didn't realize that you could make a tea out of birch bark. So I just wanted to see what it was like, and we did that as a special community stream. Fires don't give you charcoal anymore. A bit rude then. Well, I think the amount of charcoal you get is based on how long your fire has been burning for, if I'm not mistaken. So because this fire also blew out with less than an hour of burn time, that would also explain it. It's like if you make a really short fire for whatever reason, with, I don't know, just like 2 sticks, I don't think you get charcoal either. I'm pretty sure it's 1 piece of charcoal for every hour of burn time. Of course, that may have changed, and I could also be mistaken, but that was my last bit of knowledge on the subject. Rosehip tea makes for almost citrusy, very tangy sourness, very good for vitamin C. Yes, I love rosehip tea. That was actually one of the teas that I knew before the game, before we did this special stream, I mean. And it is still by far one of my favorites. I drink it on a semi-regular basis because it's very popular here in Germany. Absolutely love it. I only had tea made out of birch leaves. Ooh, how was that, Rook? I of course only did the birch bark, and it was okay. It wasn't as bad as the mushrooms, but it was still a little, I don't know if bitter's the right word, but I suppose bitter is the word I'm going to use. It was a little too bitter for my tastes. It's just like any other herbal tea, like grass. Okay. Don't sound German. Are you military? I'm not German and I'm not military. I moved here for my husband actually. He's German. And I've been living and working here for almost 10 years now. Okay, let's start another fire. Get warm. Oh, come on, Astrid, please. Please just start this fire. You know what? We're going to use an accelerant. I don't care. I'm getting frustrated. Do I like Germany? I do. It's definitely become a second home for me. How cold is it? I'm going to need to use coal. Put away the torch. I need to eat something. Okay. I think if we map here, we'll see different stuff than we did in our last mapping. Let's see? Yeah, okay. So now we shouldn't need to map along the river anymore. I'm gonna want to move out a little further. Yeah, I'd like soup in a bread bowl. Panera. Done. Here's the bread to go with your soup, in case the whole damn bowl being made of bread wasn't enough. I guess they're thinking that way you can dip the bread into the soup as you eat it, because, like, you can't really tear apart the bread bowl too much, because otherwise it'll lose integrity. But yeah, it is a lot of bread.
Thermia wouldn't kill me.
Oh man, bread bowls are such a good idea for stews. Maybe that's what I'll have to do over the holidays, is make a nice beef stew and get bread bowls. Well, bread for bread bowls. Yeah, true, of course. You could just use the stuff that's torn out, but I suppose it doesn't look nice enough. I don't know. Panera bread, we mean the second part. We really mean it. Less cleanup for bread bowls too. Absolutely. I'm always a fan of less cleanup. Let's see. Oh right, we were in the process of cooking water when we got interrupted. So we want to definitely make sure that that's safe to drink. Okay, see, I now recognize where I am, but I'm not sure that I could necessarily go back to the ice cave entrance from here. I mean, obviously I just follow the river, and there must be a way up somehow, but I don't remember. Is this on? No, this was up above a little bit. I guess we'll have to go back at some point. Well, social media, Howler. I like that idea. It definitely sounds like something that could be an actual social media. It's funny that it says that this area is wind blocked, but like there's hardly any wind at all. I don't know why I did that. I was actually just interested in finding out how much water we had left. Okay. We need to make some more. Oh, I don't like the color of the sky right now. I'm thinking we're gonna get a storm. Wind blocked indicator seems to be weird lately. Been getting it indoors. Interesting. Huh. That does seem potentially buggy. Not necessarily upset about that kind of stuff, but it is intriguing, to say the least. Let's see, do I have any torches that I can break down? Yeah, these under 20% can go. Welcome back, pizza. That was fast. Goes indoors. Narrator, the wind is now blocked. Me. Goddamn, man, I sure hope so. Is it like in any indoor area that it's been showing you that? Or has it been like buildings that don't have transition screens? You know, like when you're in Mountaineer's Hut, for example. It's like getting the new region indicator when you never left. Not game breaking, just on. Yeah, exactly. This whole day is throwing me off because we had modified bell schedule today. I'm not in the class I usually am in when I watch you. And first I thought you were just late. I mean, I was late today. I was on later than usual. But I can see how having a different schedule would throw you off a little bit too. Actually, let's keep going this way. And maybe slide down here to try and figure out how we got to the ice cave. Or how we can get to the ice cave. Oh, well. I have a feeling we're going to potentially sprain something. This is very steep. At 7th period and it's only 12:38. Usually I'm in 5th. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not that late, I suppose. Two things added together make it even worse, I guess. Yeah, I could see that. I'm sorry for adding to the confusion. Got it in indoor locations in Forsaken Airfield. Okay. Also give me a message like I was entering it fresh even though I was only going from one part of the building to another. Odd. Very odd. Okay, so we've passed the cave already. I think up here is where we want to go. Welcome in, Nog. Thank you for that. This must be the route my grandparents took to school both ways. Yeah, pretty much. Confusion is just a recipe to life. Oh wait, it's a Friday too. More confusion, yes. I'm very often in a state of confusion. I think that's just how life is for some people. But welcome in, Nog. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. My brain is so wrong today. I knew it was Friday, but I was thinking it was Tuesday for you. I mean, there are instances of time differences, meaning that there are also day differences, but usually it's not like that intense. This is weird. I think it's the first time I've seen you stream without cam. That's because it is the first time I've ever streamed without cam. I just not super fit today, and I figured, you know what? I still want to stream, but I don't want bright lights in my face, and yeah, so I just decided to go without today. It is a little unusual for me as well, especially at the start of stream when I was doing my little intro. I was like, I don't have my camera, because usually I have my just chatting scene up where it's just my camera and was kind of weird. Kiddos are sick though. Aw, I hope that
God, I didn't
they
even
feel
ring
better
my
soon. I'm sorry to hear they're sick. Experienced 7 days and 24 hours in the past hour. Oh, I know that feeling. Time is a flat circle anyway. No need to stress over it. Exactly. We don't need to worry about time. Maybe this time we can climb the rope up here and not fall off the ledge. Maybe I can actually try and pay attention. Yes, Sketchy is here. We've seen him running around here before, but I'm currently playing custom, so it's interloper with passive wildlife, so I'm not worried about him. The midterms next week, so time is slightly important right now. Yeah, okay. That would be important. You know, there are some things I miss about school, like having a central location where I see my friends on a regular basis. But I gotta admit, midterms are not one of the things that I miss. Sketchy's here but off duty. One of those types that doesn't know how to day off. But here I am staying up till 2 a.m. playing Stardew Valley. Yeah, that's maybe not the best plan, but it's certainly a plan.
I'm getting tired.
Intentionally yeeted my run last night. I was just so sick of the weather. Yeah, following along in Discord, I'm not really surprised that you got sick of the weather. It sounded terrible. How did you yeet the run? What was the chosen death? Good news is in a little bit you'll fall asleep and be dragged to your bed by a friendly townsperson. Jumped from a cliff. Okay. I suppose that makes sense if it's very frequently just blizzarding. It's not like you can sacrifice yourself to a wolf or something because they'll just be despawned. Geometry and History midterm Monday, Ceramics and Forensic on Tuesday, Chemistry and English Wednesday, and technically Infotech today, but there isn't one. So technically you have a midterm today, but also it's not happening. Cool. I like it when that's the case. Am I gonna make a fire here? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll just pop a fire right here. Oh. Oh no. Well, that was not well planned. See, this is why we're not on the regular run today. I'm just not in the mind space of playing to win. Playing to survive. Even when it's not blizzarding, it's either windy, foggy, electro-foggy, or windy and electro-foggy. Wonderful. Get approximately 2 to 4 hours of either clear or calm weather every day.
Come on, little.
Yeah, okay, that does sound like PV, but worse.
My head feel thick.
Which is kind of what I've heard. Scheduled block for it, hence why I'm in 7th period at 1 p.m., but we don't have one. Ah, I see. I see what you mean. Let's just throw some sticks on the fire. That could be enough, right? Yeah, that's fine. And my brain wants to figure out the meta code for electrofog. I have a feeling you might need to invent one. In my opinion, it sounds like a new subgenre of music. It does! Electrofoggy is a new phrase. I love it.
think in the 40-ish days I spent there, I had about 8 hours total of clear and calm weather. Oh my god, that sounds awful. So it's just PV on psychedelics. It's colder. It's like a hybrid of PV, Pleasant Valley, Bleak Inlet, and Hush River Valley on psychedelics. Oh my god. All right, are we sure that we want to go there at some point? Do we really want to? Are you kidding me? Stupid. Okay. Can I somehow light this? No. Huh. Okay. Fine. We'll go in the ice cave. Forsaken Airfield is Pleasant Valley sized with a Bleak Inlet attitude and electro-fog. It's bigger than PV. Oh, is it really? Oh my goodness. I don't know that I will ever be able to learn it. I don't know why I specified psychedelics. I suppose any drug could have worked. So I would be a frozen pizza in Forsaken Airfield. I love it. Went there with an abundance of teas and ran out rather quickly. Oh my gosh. Yo ho, blow the fire down. Maybe not. I would rather not. But it's okay. It's getting late. We're tired. In fact, maybe what I'll do is take a quick nap and then read for an hour. Just a quick nap. It's worth going if only for the experience. There's at least one spot that's worth seeing for yourself. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'll definitely go there. It just might not be something I visit on the regular. We'll go in the ice cave to warm up. I know. I always think that's like really funny to think about. But it's true. I'm sorry.
I think I need to lie down.
Hey, Daniel. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I would guesstimate that it would take 50 plus charcoal to map it entirely. That being no black space on the map. Oh my gosh. They need to make it either more reasonable or more valuable. I wonder if they will make any adjustments to it. Or if it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Maybe it's going to be more valuable in the sense of like when they add in new recipes or whatever, maybe you have to go and unlock them there. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna end up sort of being a transition zone of sorts. Like maybe that'll be a linking zone to another new zone. That's actually probably way more likely than them adding anything to make it more valuable or whatever. It's probably going to be like, hey, you have to go through Forsaken Airfield to get to whatever the new region after that is going to be. Otherwise, in my opinion, lower players will avoid it a la Bleak. Probably. Or just like not stick around. Said that later on it will unlock its secrets. Yeah, I do feel like there probably will be some more, but I don't think it's going to be like, hey, here's, you know, the new equivalent of the tech backpack or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Guess we'll find out. Challenge mode where there's a plane on the field, you can get parts for repair, gas up, and fly the hell out of there. Maybe that would be really interesting to have like an end game. Glad I spent time there since I have a decent idea of the layout now. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be important in the future, for something. Let's read a little bit. It's too expensive, I think, to ever feel comfortable navigating in heavy fog or blizzard, though. Yeah,
I feel that way about several regions, actually. There are, you know, as long as I can find a couple of specific paths that I know very well, then I'll be okay. Otherwise, it's like I just have to accept that I don't know a region well enough to navigate it in fog or blizzards. There are actually very few regions where I feel comfortable doing that. Mystery Lake I'm okay with. Broken Railroad. Yeah. Probably even Bleak. I just don't go there because, well, now that I'm an interloper, it's just too much. Yeah. I mean, they've got the get the flare gun to the top of Timby challenge. Yeah. I mean, that could be a cool scenario. What was it they were saying that they were going to be adding? They didn't call them challenges. Did they call them tales? Hence being Tales from the Far Territory? I think so. In any case, that would definitely be a really interesting idea, and it would thematically make sense. So I wouldn't be totally surprised if they did that, even if it wasn't part of the actual sandbox mode, but like an outside challenge thing. Majority of it is just flat space. Okay. Forlorn Muskeg, the size of PV. Yay. Okay. Fun. I have to admit, I'm not super eager about it, but on the other hand, I am very curious. I also want to see like what the electrofog looks like. Obviously, I've seen it in the trailer, but I also really want to see it for myself.
I need to find food.
I think there were tales. Yeah, it does sound like they're weaving a story within Forsaken Airfield. Yeah, I think that could maybe make sense if they do it like that. I need to drink more water. Can't believe I didn't think to do that. Gotten some pretty OP visor notes. Really? I haven't found a single one yet. Of course, most of my time has been spent here in Hush River Valley since the update, so not a lot of cars around here. Let's do 6 hours. Where is it relative to the rest of it? So obviously I haven't been there myself, but my understanding is there's a transition zone between Broken Railroad and the airfield. So one end of the map got caught in a blizzard. While trying to get back to my camp, I became hypothermic, so I popped a stim, ran in a straight line with the reasoning, I'll run into something eventually. 2 more full stim runs later, I hit the other side of this. Oh my god. That is really big. Broken Railroad leads to Mountain Town. Broken Railroad is attached to Forlorn Muskeg. You just keep following the rail lane. Let's see. Alright, we should be able to get out of here and see some stuff. Assuming that I can see some stuff. Ah, is the hub its own region? Okay, I didn't realize that. I'm walking into a wall. No wonder I'm not getting out of here. Oh my god. We're gonna grab some more sticks. Oh. I wonder if this is a different signal fire than the one I actually know how to get to. I have to think. No, I actually think that might be the one I do know. It's hard to know. I'm not entirely sure what side I'm on. We're just gonna get cold. It's fine. Ah, I already knew this area. I didn't realize that.
if I don't warm up soon.
Now you're in a massive region when you pop one of the Vista locations and go, that's it? Oh my gosh. Yes. You're like, oh, okay. I thought I'd find more, but I guess not. It's so windy. We need to find more food. Or also some more mushrooms. I just need one more so I can make a tea because I was silly and already drank my one mushroom tea, but given that we have very, very old dog food, we should be safe and we should play it safe and grab some mushrooms. Okay, I think that confirms what I've been thinking in terms of what real-life location I'm going to use for the flight then. There's an old airstrip on the northern end of Vancouver Island, the real-life inspiration for Great Bear, and it's about the right relationship to what I was thinking would be coastal highway. Cool! I'm really curious to see where you do the flight. I have to admit, I think it's a really cool creative project and I'm looking forward to it. This is a decent actually, but there are two that I found. The combination both reveal about a quarter of the zone, maybe a third. Oh my gosh. To my knowledge, there's just the two Vista spots. Okay. My signal fire is the one that's difficult to get to. Okay, in that case, it's probably not the one that I've been to before. We're cold. We're gonna make a fire. On, little fire. So,
Come on, little fire.
as most, if not all of you know, I've been having some issues with my internet recently. They had us do a hard reset on Monday of our router. And when we first restarted it, it looked like it had maybe solved the problem. Throughout the day, we still had some hiccups and some instability. And they told us on the phone that our ticket had actually been started. It just didn't show on our end for whatever reason as having been started. And they told us that they were going to push the ticket through or whatever. So I don't know if they've looked at it, if there's any change on our end or just on their end or what. But I have noticed over the past couple of days I've been running some longer term tests, and although it still dips down, it doesn't dip down as far as it used to or for as long or as frequently. So when it does, when we do see a little dip, it's like, you know, going to 5 Mbit upload speeds, which is still doable for streaming. And it's not at like the 0 to 1 Mbit range, which is what we were having. So it seems like they've maybe taken care of the majority of the issue. I mean, look, we've now been live for almost 2 hours and I've had 45 dropped frames. So I'm content. I also have noticed that just during work hours that we've had fewer issues. Not no issues, but fewer issues. So I'm thinking maybe things are getting back to normal. Do I think I'm ever going to play Stardew Valley on stream again? Maybe. It's not out of the question. I am a little obsessed with the Long Dark, as you know. But I do have a long list of other games that I'd also like to play on stream. I could imagine that we might do another Stardew Valley stream, but I don't think it'll be a regular part of the rotation. I actually had considered doing some Stardew Valley today just because I wanted something very chill. whether it was just mapping or Stardew Valley or something like that. Like I didn't want to have to worry too much. I'm hoping that that I can maybe squeeze in some more bonus streams, but obviously it totally depends on work and, you know, just scheduling. If I can't, what I might do is go back to having one long dark day and one variety day. We'll have to see. I'm gonna kind of play around with my game selection in 2023 because I do really like playing the long dark, especially on stream, because it's just a lot of fun hanging out, chatting about the long dark mechanics and regions and all that fun stuff with chat. But I do also want to play other games occasionally. But we'll see. It's hard to say. Been playing Potion Craft, very chill medieval alchemy, small business owner simulation with 0 time pressure. Great way to while away the hours. Yes, I have been stopping in some of your Potion Craft streams, and it seems so cozy and chill. I'm pretty sure it's on my wish list already on Steam. TLD is 10 times more fun on stream. It really is a lot of fun on stream. There's just something about it. The interactions with chat and you know, it makes the drama of TLD also even more intense because, you know, everyone's also like, oh no, not another blizzard, or look out for the bear. And we're all on the same page. But also coming out in a couple of months is Hogwarts Legacy. And it is entirely possible that I will stream some of that as well, because I am planning on getting it. Suffering is made easier with friends. That's true. Although sometimes friends also help cause suffering, such as using quick spin on the trestle bridge. Frequently find myself wishing I could share the things that happen to me when I'm playing. Yeah, I get that. And it's, you know, when I play off stream, sometimes I'll have this experience and, you know, I'll try and do it justice by telling the story, but it's just not the same. So I go and complain in people's discords. Yeah, I mean, that's really the way to go, because of course we can all at least sort of imagine what's going on based on what you're telling us. Whereas if you tell people who don't play the game, they're just like, okay, all right, whatever. Maybe there's, or not quite warm yet, but maybe there's mushrooms around here. We could also just, I don't have any weapons. I know where I am, I think. I remember being here, actually. Now that I see the bunnies, I know this cave. Oh, okay. But I don't remember if there are mushrooms nearby. I don't think there are. I guess we could just eat the dog food and hope for the best. Not really thrilled with that plan. But we're also going to need food tonight, so. There are shrooms, yes, this is the other signal fire location. Oh, okay, in that case I do know where the other one is. And I have had that one before. Oh yeah, that's the one where you need a hatchet to get to. Right? Because either that or you do a very risky goat.
Wayward player in me sees the rusty color of those rocks and immediately wonders why we're not mining iron ores. Thing up a full kit of murder gear. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Because we are cold. We have 6 torches. We can... I can't even read for an hour because I'd be too hungry. Speaking of hungry, I'm starting to get a little peckish. I'm going to probably have to wrap up soon. Maybe in like another 10 minutes or something. Or pro goat skills. I have no pro goat skills. My pro goat skills are giving Astrid all of the sprains. What am I gonna do? It's fine. We'll warm up. I'll try and map this area. We'll head towards the signal fire, I think. I don't... we can try the goat. I don't know. Maybe we don't. Decision making is not my strong point today. Just saw the most New England Police Department tweet ever. 1 second. Okay. It's snow again. You know the drill. We say roads are getting slick, tell you to stay home. Most of you do. Some of you can't. Some of you like to slide around to pick up Cheetos at the gas station. It is what it is. That is amazing. Getting sprayed just means you're coding properly. To go either way to get down from here. Yeah, I'm not worried about this goat. I'm worried more about the goat to get to the signal fire, since I don't have the hatchet. Can you find a hatchet here? I can't remember. Not with Loper Loot. Okay, I didn't think so. I mean, we have found invisible knives, so I suppose an invisible hatchet isn't out of the question, but it's unlikely. It's funny, I always appreciate how long fire is embers in case, you know, I'm forgetful and didn't put enough wood on the fire. But whenever I'm mapping, it drives me bananas because I'm just like, oh, come on. I want my coal, my charcoal, please. Real fires are reignitable, have reignitable embers for hours and hours, even days, if you build the pit right. Okay, I guess I'm glad it's not that realistic. That would drive me crazy. Oh, there are mushrooms. I was so close to mushrooms. I mean, Nog, I know you said that there were mushrooms around here, but I just apparently am blind. Once again, this is why I'm not in my regular run today. Bothers me is that when the fire goes out without ever having embers, as can happen from time to time. Yeah. Hey, Cold Corn, welcome in. How are you doing? Gotta grab a new torch. Only happens when I've taken my attention off the game for a bit. Don't realize it's slow. Yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? And then it's just like, haha, no.
I'd like to try and start a fire out here. Is this wind blocked?
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Oh, Mav, coming in with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Mav. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Playing some Hunt Showdown. Very nice. Well, I hope you're doing well. We are currently trying to map. I've decided to do a very chill stream today, so we're on Custom Interloper with passive wildlife, so we don't need to worry about wolves and bears, and only have to worry about starving and the weather. We spawned in HRV again. I don't know why I keep getting basically the same 2 spawns, but oh well, at least I knew exactly where to get matches. And yeah, so we're just wandering around HRV today and mapping what we can. 24-hour special event right now. They set the maps on fire? Oh my god. That sounds intense. It's still cold. Okay, maybe a few more sticks. I mean, I know it was still going up, but... yeah, that's better, that's better. We can make some water, and while we do that, we'll prep some tea. Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
Why does this game hate me? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, we're not doing great, but it's gonna be what it is. Looks cool AF. It is very chill. We'll say that. Welcome to HRV. Yeah, no kidding. I hate this. This is like the 3rd time this has happened in stream today. Really? Even with the torch and being in the back of the cave, it's not warm enough? Okay. Game doesn't want you to carry too much wood. Yeah, apparently. It's like, oh no, you're carrying lots of coal and lots of sticks.
Come on.
Let's help you with that. Of course, now we don't have any accelerant. And I'm kind of running short on tinder. Yeah, we don't have any good clothing. Oh my god, Astrid, I'm going to just like yeet you out the window. You're taking damage because you can't start a fire. What is wrong with you, girl? No, I shouldn't be getting mad at her. She's doing a much better job than I could.
Come on.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Right on.
That's a new one, isn't it? I don't think I've ever heard her say right on. Interesting. I like that. Alright. Before we cook the water, I will make some fishy tea and eat the dog food. She didn't start the fire. It was never burning when the snow was flurrying. I will turn this river valley around. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard her say right on before. I'm pretty sure that's a new line. song is playing at your house? Wow, what a coincidence. Alright. Oh wait, I ate the dog food and I didn't get food poisoning. Right? Isn't that nice? Alright, we still got over an hour. Maybe I'll read. Okay, it's less windy. Our condition is absolutely miserable. And the fact that we're constantly hungry is not helping.
I love that.
This is a huge Billy fan. Hey, Brancham, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. Food poisoning roulette check passed. Okay. We're out of food. We definitely need to go and find some cattails. Turn off clips for the stream. I only have clips in the shout out break screen. Come on. Yeah, no worries. That's just what I felt worked best for my stream setup. Oh man, my hands are cold. I need to knit myself some fingerless gloves. Alright, now we have at least some calories and some warmth. Not much, but some. How are you doing? Audio sounds different and no cam. Well, I can't speak to the audio. But yeah, no cam because I'm very tired today. I'm not totally fit. But I still really wanted to stream today. I'm feeling better now than I was earlier, but earlier I was just like, no, I don't want to have bright lights in my face. So I've decided on no cam. Wow. Go, bunny. I dare you. I dare you to goat. Okay. Yeah, this is actually, I think, my first no cam stream. No, I know it is. It's kind of weird. Shadow clips have stopped playing at all as of last night. Still need to troubleshoot down. Yeah, the tool can be a little finicky. I know other people have had issues with it in the past with just like stopping randomly. I had some issues with the tool at the very beginning, but it's been okay recently. And by recently, I mean like the past couple of months. Voice is a touch lower than usual. Sound closer to your mic. I might be closer to my mic. It's entirely possible. ASMR mode, yes. I should specify that by lower, I mean deeper. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's the case. Oh no, I have locked myself into this. Haven't I? Yes. Yes, yes, now we have to do the goat that looks kind of dangerous. Casually freezing for no good reason. Welcome to No Cam Club. Embrace the mystery. Yeah, I have to admit, it's kind of a nice compromise for days like today where I'm just, you know, not up for having lights in my face but still want to stream. It does work out. It's just takes a little getting used to. It's not uncommon when one needs sleep. Yeah, I definitely need more sleep. And I took several naps today, but when I woke up from my last one, I was like, no, I have to stay awake or else I will not sleep tonight, and that'll just make things worse. Oh, a memento. Uh-huh. I am assuming
It's too cold.
that they're talking about the ice cave. Alright. You know what? Screw it. We're going in the cave. We're gonna sleep in the cave. We have no more food. Oh, sleeping is a bad idea. Ah, this is all terrible. All of my options are bad. I'll say the one good thing that COVID did for me was give me a made-for-radio voice. Quitting smoking did that for me. We might end up eating this run. It doesn't matter. This looks like an absolutely terrible goat. Is this even doable? I guess we'll find out.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
I feel you, Astrid. I feel you. I have to make some bad choices. It's like you're in quite a pickle. We are. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, I don't like this one little bit. But that's okay. If we die today, it's not the end of the world. This is why we use this run instead of my regular run, because there, especially with aggressive animals, we almost certainly would have died. More freeze-dried than pickles. And pickled. Yes. Okay. I do think we can make this, actually. But I have to admit, I'm glad that I'm not doing this in real life. I'm glad this is all Astrid. Which way do I want to go? I think I want to go down this way. Like wedge myself in here in this little gap. These usually are pretty safe. No, come on. Stay in the gap. Hello. Okay. I cannot believe that we made it down this thing without a single sprain. I feel like the goat queen right now. I am the queen of the goats. Who doesn't dream about becoming this situation Astrid is in real life? Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true. It's marvelous. It's wonderful. It's what everyone hopes and dreams for in their life. Okay. We need to make a fire, and we really need to find food. It's fine. She's probably gonna die, and that's just, it is what it is. Firewood. Okay. Of course, if we make a fire, it's probably immediately going to be blown out. Because that's just how the game has been. Queen of Goats, aka Nannies. Hey, Zed, welcome in. Happy Friday. Thank you for the for the clip. I appreciate it.
Come on, little fire.
And we're in heartbeat territory, and we have no more tinder. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just let Astrid die in peace, and then I will raid someone. Well, that was a very successful run. We have survived one day. Yay. I'm sorry, Astrid. I'm sorry. No Tinder, broken heart. This checks out. Exactly. Such a realistic game. All right. I'm going to see who's on so we can raid out and I can go get dinner. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of people on right now. I'm going to see how long some of these people have been on, just to kind of get an idea as to how long they might still be on. You know what? I think I'm gonna raid Deadpool. He hasn't been on for very long, and I never get to raid him because of the times that we both stream. So I think that's where I'm gonna go. But it was really great to see you all, to hang out. I hope that you all have a wonderful start to your weekend, and I will be back on Sunday. And hopefully the internet cooperates as much as it did today. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Have a good one, everyone. And yeah, I'll see you around soon. Bye for now.